Every night before bed, Tom would intentionally hold his pee to keep himself from falling into too deep a sleep. However, on this particular night, just as the urge woke him up for the 13th time, he suddenly heard a noise somewhere in the house. He carefully checked the tin can trap rigged by his door. No signs of tampering. Keeping his footsteps light, he silently crept downstairs. The next second, his dog had an intruder pinned, jaws locked tight. With just one word from Tom, the dog would snap the guy's neck in a heartbeat. But Tom didn't give the command. Instead, he called the dog off, stepped forward, and demanded to know who sent him, giving the guy exactly 3 seconds to answer. When the time was up and the intruder remained dead silent, Tom pulled the trigger without a second thought. Moving with practiced efficiency, he grabbed the dead man's hand, wrapped it around a pistol, and fired 2 shots toward the front door, perfectly staging the scene to look like self-defense. Then, he calmly dialed 911, acting his heart out with a convincingly shaky voice. He told the dispatcher that a stranger had broken in and fired at him, forcing him to return fire and take the intruder down. The moment he hung up, he shoved his nightstand aside, grabbed a massive stash of hidden cash, and got ready to get the hell out of Dodge. After giving his statement to the cops and successfully playing the victim, Tom made a clean getaway with the money. But it wasn't long before his phone rang again. On the other end was the current deputy director of the FBI, who also happened to be Tom's former partner. He warned Tom that his car was already bugged with a GPS tracker and that the next hit squad would be on him in 5 minutes. It was a final courtesy heads up from an old friend, because the deputy director had just been ordered to bring Tom in by any means necessary, orders from the top that he couldn't ignore. Now Tom was staring down 2 choices: keep running until he was hunted to the ends of the earth and left to die in some godforsaken ditch, or completely fall off the grid. He would have to cut all ties with everyone he knew, including his own daughter. If he didn't, both of them would be in more danger than they could ever imagine.